Your motivation to actually change your life in 2026 is never going to be higher than this week. And the only difference between the people who will actually hit their goals this year and the people who won't is that the people who hit their goals use these bursts of motivation to build systems that allow them to be disciplined. That's the only difference. Motivation comes and goes for every single person. And if you follow the advice of just changing one small thing in the new year, all you're doing is making it take longer to hit your goals. So what if tomorrow you woke up and instead of changing one small thing, you changed everything? You just became the person who you want to be. Use the motivation to build a system that allows you to be disciplined once the motivation goes away. Because it will. It always does. The motivation will fade. But tomorrow, guess what I'm doing? I'm waking up at 5 a.m. I have a toddler. I have a baby. I have every excuse to not do that. But the person who I want to be does that. This is the exact mindset that I used to pay off my house in a year. I just decided that I was the kind of person who was going to be able to do something like that. And then I did it. Then every single day I made decisions that got me closer and closer to that goal, not because I was feeling motivated to do it, but because the systems that I had set in place allowed me to be disciplined. And that all started by one day just saying, I'm going to pay off my house. That certainly wasn't making one small step toward the goal that I wanted. That was me setting a crazy delusional goal. I didn't know how I was going to accomplish that. I didn't know what it was going to take to get there. But then something crazy happens when you do that. When you set a crazy goal and actually work to achieve it, things actually start to work out. You start to believe in yourself. You start to hold yourself accountable for what you say you're going to do. You keep those promises to yourself and you actually make progress toward your goals. So go ahead, change everything overnight, because what's the worst case scenario? You just end up where you are now, right? Odds are though, if you change everything overnight and you just absolutely sprint toward your goals, you're probably going to hit at least a few of them.